Thank you, Matt. We got a great show for you tonight. Our headliner for you has performed all over the United States. He headlined his own illusion show in Orlando for a number of years. He's also performed at the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California. And none of that matters tonight, but what matters is tonight he's here and he's here for you. And so what I want you to do is give a nice, warm Tampa Magic Emporium welcome to the magic of Peter Diamond.
You guys ready for a show?
Yeah!
Oh, come on. You guys ready for a show?
Yeah!
One more time, some enthusiasm. You guys ready for a show? Yeah! All right. Well, we got a great show for you tonight. I'm Dr. Peter Love Diamond, and I got some guests to introduce to you. Here's our first guest, Miss Ruby! My second guest, this is his first performance. Give it a hand for Ragnar. And another guest, Sweet. Well, welcome to the show. When I was 6 years old, I saw a magic show. And let's see, this was the trick that I saw. So I'm going to do it for you guys tonight. There was a magician. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And he threw 3 away. And he still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So I went to the magic store. I said, have you ever seen the trick where the guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and he throws 3 away? And he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. He says, yeah, all the professionals are doing it. Is that the trick where the guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards and throws 3 away? And still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards? I said, yes, that's the trick. He says, I never learned how to do it. Now, the next trick I have for you guys is over 3,000 years old. There's hieroglyphs of magicians doing this on the pyramids of Egypt. It predates that by quite some time. However, that's the first recorded history of it. And back then they didn't have fancy marketing departments and such, so they simply called this trick the cups and the balls. I hope you like it. Watch is the first one. Just vanishes. Here goes the second. And number 3. Watch as they return. Now, have you guys ever seen Michelle and the Pea Game played in New York? Where maybe you'll see a guy with 3 shells and a pea and they mix up the cups or the peas and then they ask you, where is the pea? Never play this game. It's a magic trick disguised as a gambling game. Let's see, would you mind? Just point to a cup for me.
Center cup.
The center cup. Now, in that game, they're there to take your money. They're there to swindle you. But I am here to entertain you. So I wanted to make double sure that he would win. Now, I know this is confusing because there's 3 cups, 3 balls, and I talk a lot. So I'll get rid of one of the balls. We'll put that in the pocket. I'll get rid of a second one and put that in the pocket. If I tap here, you see that one goes back. I'll get rid of that one. If I tap right here, you see that one goes back. I'll get rid of that one. If I tap right here, all three go to the center like that. Now, people accuse me of using an extra ball to achieve all this. It's true. I'll get rid of all three. I confess, I like to use this one right here. Sometimes I'll use two, and once in a while, three. The ancient mystery of the cups and the balls. Now, do we have anybody in love out there? Anybody in love? Come on, a couple out there that's in love. Right there, would you mind helping me?
Sure.
Come on up, both of you. Come on, give them some more encouragement. Yes, perfect. Come on up, right? Yep. Step right here under the sandbag. You over the trapdoor, right here. And let's see here. Let's meet you guys. What's your name? Lisa? And where are you from?
Texas.
From Texas? Is this thing working? And what's your name? Brooklyn. That's your name? And where you're from?
No, I'm from here.
You're from here?
Yep.
In Tampa area? And what do you do?
Maintenance for country club.
Sweet, sweet. Well, how long have you guys been together?
7 months.
7 months? 7 months, that's good. Well, Miss Ruby and I have been together for 18 years. We've been married for 13 years. Thank you. And people in show business, you know, they don't stay together very long. So a lot of my friends ask me, hey, Pete, how do you do it? What's your secret? I say it's two things. Number one, rule one, I make the money, she spends the money. We're poor, but we're very happy. Rule two is date night. Once a week, we go out on a date. You know, little candlelight music. She goes Tuesday, I go Friday. So I have here the string of burning desire. Yes, here, check this out. That's my little puppy. Here, let me get him. Come here, Mommy can hold you. Because Mommy can still do her job. Her whole job is to light my fire. That's her whole job. Great work if you can get it. So you guys checked out the string of burning desire. I'm going to get right in between you guys. This off stage a little bit. Oh, by the way, the music that you're listening to, I wrote, produced, and played all the instruments. Believe it. You think I'm joking? It's true. And I sang. All right. Hold on to this end. And hold on to this end. All right, Miss Ruby, do your thing. Only in America can you get a job flicking a big. That's how I met Miss Ruby. Oh, wait. This is for you guys. I spared no expense on the souvenirs. Give them a hand as they return back to their seats. All right, for the next trip, we need to borrow a ring. Anybody have a finger ring? I learned in the 80s to say finger. Anybody have a finger ring I could borrow? Anybody? Yes, you do? Would you mind coming up? Give her some encouragement. All right, step up over here. And what's your name?
Robin.
Robin, and where are you from?
Fort Myers.
Fort Myers? Do you like it over there?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, and what do you do?
I work at a CVS pharmacy.
Oh, sweet, CVS Pharmacy. Well, we all need our drugs, don't we? Now, I have here a set of keys. One of these keys I got as a gift from a colonel in the Air Force who is stationed at Area 51. It unlocks the fifth dimension. I'll show you what that means with these keys. And where's your ring? Okay. Oh, beautiful emerald. Everybody see that? Ooh, yeah, just like The Price is Right. Except this game is more like the game show where you get your stuff back. All right, on the count of 3, I'll place that into the fifth dimension for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. Hold out your hand. You can't see it or feel it, but it's right there. I'm going to use my magic keys and pull it straight through. It's going to materialize before your eyes, right there. I'll do it real slow. Give her a hand for sharing her ring with us. Now, the next effect I have for you is a little rope trick with normal everyday ropes you can find in any bedroom. I keep mine in the sock drawer next to the handcuffs. Now, there's a short one, a long one, and a medium-sized one. The reason I point that out, sometimes I play to people that have been drinking, and they don't notice the difference. And then what I were to do next is even more pointless. But check it out. Long, medium, short. When I raise my hand in the air, you guys help me out. Say the magic words. Stretcho, stretcho. Okay, ready? Stretcho. They stretch. Very good. To be almost the same size. So of course there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Almost the same size. Thanks. Now we'll take 2 of them and tie them in a knot like this. And take the 3rd and tie it in a knot. Now you can see there's 3 ropes almost the same size tied onto each other. But if I take them like this, you guys help me out. When I raise my hand, say the magic words, shrinko, shrinko. Ready?
Shrinko, shrinko.
And the short one becomes tied on to the long one, which is tied on to the medium-sized rope. The ropes of mystery, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, is there anybody out here who believes in ESP? Not the sports channel. Extrasensory perception. Anybody? Would anybody like to help me with an experiment? You would? You would? Would you come up? Give him a hand, give him some encouragement. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Oh, it's hot now. Sweet. It's magic. And what's your name?
Zach.
And Zach, where are you from?
Tampa.
Tampa? And do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
A magician.
A magician? Right. Oh, that's great. And how old are you?
13.
13. Well, you're in the right place. This is the place for that. Now, all I want you to do is go ahead and touch a card. Right there. Go ahead, pull it out of there. Okay? Now, Miss Ruby, would you take a card? Okay. Now, if you would, go ahead and put your card in there. We don't know what it is yet, okay? But leave it sticking out. Don't push it all the way in, all right? All right. You want to move it? You happy with where it is, or you want to move it? You're going to move it? Perfect. Okay, right there. Is you happy with that? All right. Miss Ruby, tell him what card he picked.
King of Spades.
King of Spades. Let's see. She's always right. Yes, King of Spades. And Miss Ruby chose a card before we started that matches the King of Clubs. Not only that, remember I asked him to leave it sticking out. What would you say if where he stabbed it, the other two kings? Now we'll take it a step further. So, all I want you to do, I'm going to spread them out as much as I can like this. So instead of having you pull out a card, I am just going to have you look at a card, okay? So let's see if we can get enough of a spread here. All right, go ahead. Do you have one in mind? Just one?
Yeah.
You got one?
Yep.
All right. Hold out your hand. Your card was a black card. Is that true?
No.
No. It was a red card then.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was a heart. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah? And let's see. So go ahead. Tell us, what heart was it?
9 of Hearts.
The 9 of Hearts. Now, would you be shocked if this was the 9 of Hearts? Yeah? Well, get ready to be shocked because it is the 9 of Hearts. Now, I'm going to have you take your 9 of Hearts, okay? And we're going to have you place it into the pack. Yep, that's good. That's for the magicians there. Not on the top, not on the bottom. Now I am going to make your card vanish, okay, from the pack. And that's the one you chose, not by taking it out, but by just looking at one. So I want you to look through the cards here, and do you see your card? Here, try and look through it a little bit. Go through them. Make sure it vanished for sure.
That's gone.
You gone? Yeah, let me see. Wait a minute, you gotta make sure now. Come on, because it's gotta be in there.
No, it's gone.
It's gotta be in there. Here. Sure? Take one more peek, come on. Alright, come on. It's gotta be in there. No? It's gone, right? He finally saw it. Here we go, the 9 of Hearts. Give him a hand for having some fun with us. Alrighty, the next trick I got for you guys. This is the hardest trick I know, believe it or not. Try and do it for you guys. My master's master used to do this in the 20s, and it's his name was the Professor. And it takes a champagne glass and some coins. So we have 5 coins. Here goes the first one. Gonna go down my sleeve into the cup. Watch. I'll push it through the muscle. Here goes the next one. Number 3 goes through the top. Number 4 around the back. And number 5 in the air. Hey. So we have 1 and 2. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3 coins. Two left. One left. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers and a thumb. That's what separates us from the animals. It also gives me enough spots for 5 coins. Thank you very much. Now, the next effect I have for you was invented in 1996. There was a fella named Chris Kenner, and he worked for a man you guys might know, David Copperfield. And it takes 3 coins. Watch as I just make it go right over. Here, we'll do it again. Watch as it comes straight over the next one. Here, I'll send it back. Watch. Thanks. Now that is the 1996 version of that trick. Now I'm going to take you guys to modern times, 2016. And here we go. Same trick. You see the coin in the hand there? Watch if I just wave my hand over it. So there's 1. There's 2. Watch, I'll send it back. 1, 2. How about 3? I'll take 1, put it into my fist. Take a second, put it into the fist, wave it over. We're back down to 2. We'll do it again. I'll just put 1 in the fist, wave the other coin. We're down to 1. I'll hang that one right here. We'll grab that. There it is. Now I know that you saw 1, 2, 3 silver coins. Now how about if I make those vanish, change them into Chinese coins. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll put one of those into the fist like this. Put a second into the fist. And a third. Wave the hand over it just like this. Back to nothing. Thank you very much. Ah, that's perfect. Thanks. Here, now we're going to try something where I shrink the cards. Let's shrink them. We'll do it again. Smaller. A little bit smaller. Even tinier. Thanks. Are you guys stoned or stunned?
I'm stunned.
Thanks. Now we'll bring them back one at a time. Look, card manipulation, please. Thank you. All right, I need a volunteer. Let's see, we already had you up. You want to help? I can see he wants to help really bad. Come on up. Give him a hand. Give him some encouragement. Come on up right here. Step right here. All right, and let's find out what your name is. What's your name?
Ryan,
Ryan. And where are you from?
Tampa,
Tampa. Shocking. And how old are you?
8.
8. Do you know what you want to do when you grow up?
No clue.
No clue. Finally, a normal kid. When I worked in Orlando at Skull Kingdom, we were across the street from SeaWorld. And every kid, dolphin trainer, because they had just seen the dolphin show. Well, this is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to have you choose a card. So step to my right a little bit. Alrighty, a little card trick. Now all you have to do is, as I run my thumb down the cards like that, all you have to do is say stop. You think you can handle that? Just say, right there? Perfect, take one. Take it. Okay. And You can show everybody. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I can see it. I've seen the trick before. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to rip your card up like this. Okay, and I am going to give you one of the pieces as a receipt. Okay, just hold on to that. Now the rest of the pieces, we're going to use this handkerchief. I'm going to bring up the layers of the handkerchief like this. And we're going to place your card into the folds of the handkerchief, just like this, one piece at a time. Okay? All I have to do is wave my hand over the handkerchief. That's it. Whew. Now I'm going to take your pieces, push them back into the deck with the magic handkerchief, just like that. All the molecules get pressed back into the deck. Now we're going to send them again. You'll notice that over here, I'm going to undo the back. Would you match your piece to the jack right there? See if it matches. Is it a perfect match? Yeah?
How about that?
Should be a perfect match. Give him a hand as he returns to his seat. Alrighty. Go back one. Actually, two. One at a time. There we go. You can keep it quiet. All right, now we're going to do some magic out of my Magic Castle close-up show. And I hope you guys like it. Let's see, I always like to start. With a little card trick. Like I said. Now, this is the ooh-ah flourish. When I do this, sometimes people go, ooh-ah. Let's try to, oh, you guys are good. Ooh-ah, all right. Now, of course, that's just a flourish, not a trick. But if I take some cards and I shuffle them face up into face down, do you guys know what that's called? Anybody? Well, in New York, they call this a mess. I can't say what they call it in New Orleans because it's a family show. Now I'm going to wave one of the cards over the deck like this, and they all straighten out. Let's see, I'm going to lean over here. Would you lean up and just take one? Okay, look at it, show it to everybody. And then just go ahead and place it back in the deck. Perfect. Now there's a lot of different kinds of shuffles. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but back 200-300 years ago, cards weren't made as technically specific as they are today. They made them out of rough pieces of cardboard. So they would shuffle them like this, which was called the overhand shuffle. You guys ever heard of Doc Holliday? Fella sort of dressed like me. Well, he used to have a faro table And that's why he got in so many gunfights. Now, Pharaoh is a little bit of a different game because even the shuffle is nefarious. Look at this. All the cards are interlaced one by one all the way through the deck. Oh my God, he can really do that. Yes, I can. Now, 200-300 years ago, they also had this one, which is the Hindu shuffle. This is the Texas cow pasture shuffle. This one's straight from Europe, the Polish shuffle. Now, when I was a kid, I had a messy, sloppy room, so to make my mother upset, I came up with this one called the sloppy shuffle. And you can sort of see why. There's cards that are face down, there's cards that are face up, there's cards that are back to back. But if I wave one over it just like this, you see they all straighten out. All except for yours. Now, who out there likes coin tricks?
I do.
You do? Anybody else? David? You like coin tricks? I love coin tricks. Ah, the budding magician. Well, this is a little coin trick. There's one. There's two. There's three. Four. This is called teleportation. Magicians have done this for 4,000 years with no machines to people, livestock, and coins. Watch as I pull one straight through. Watch as this one goes over here. This one goes here. I'll cross the hands, make it seem difficult. Miss Ruby calls this one the silencer. This one goes here. Thanks, nice golf clap. We'll see if we can work on that. Now the next one is a penetration effect. For it, we're going to use these two cards and the 4 Kennedys. Here goes the first one. Watch as it penetrates right through. Here goes the next one. Back and forth, hypnotizing you into believing that it disintegrates before your very eyes. Now, for the last one, not only will I pull it through, place it over here, how about if I do something just as amazing? It's called time travel as we go back in time to where we started. And the 2 cards. But what I don't get is where's this card? And I was disappointed because it wasn't chocolate. Gets you 6 hours in a parking meter though. You guys having fun so far?
Yeah.
All right. I got one person to clap. Sweet. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Dad. All right, here we go. Just go back. That's the last one. I swear I love doing that. Well, I got some friends I like to play poker with. One of them is Jimmy Joe Jimbot. Jimmy Joe's from Arkansas. Anybody here ever been through Arkansas? No? Well, let me tell you, Jimmy Joe got caught smuggling books into Arkansas. He got off on a technicality, though. Nobody could prove they were books. Some of them you get on the way home. It's all right. But for this, we used to like to play poker a lot. And for this demonstration, We'll need the 4 aces. Anybody here like to go to Vegas? Yeah, you do? I like to go to Vegas to visit my money. I like to do magic when I'm there too. Take a quarter, put it in a slot machine, turn it into 200 bucks. Then I'll take that 200 bucks and turn it back into a quarter. I see you guys have done that too. Here's the last one. Not only that, all the rest of the cards are back in new deck order. Now, one of the things we like to play, and it comes into handy in Vegas, is this thing called the invisible palm. And I'll demonstrate it with the 4 aces for you in my hands. So here's the first one, the ace of clubs. And the next one, the ace of hearts. If I just put it into that invisible palm, it's very handy. And you remember when I was manipulating the cards? Watch. Looks good, doesn't it? Till I lay it down. Thanks. Ace of diamonds, ace of spades. Put those over here. And over here we have the ace of clubs and the ace of hearts. Once again, the ace of diamonds. I'll place that into the invisible palm like that. Of course, you can't see it. Looks pretty good until I lay it down. That leaves me with the ace of spades, the one with the magician on it. I'll place that over here. And you guys can see that I indeed do have the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. The last one goes in a little X right here. Now nothing happens until I say the magic word, Sim Salabim. Really, it vanishes. And I'll just grab it out of the air right here. Now, me and Jimmy Joe like to play poker. One of the games that we play is called Lafayette Poker. And it's interesting because it uses 4 cards instead of 5 to play the game. So it changes the odds, sort of like a wild card would. Now, my poor friend Jimmy Joe Jim Bob went to the doctor and he got misdiagnosed one time. And the doctor told him that he had 6 months to live. And he's like, oh my God, Doc, what should I do? He said, you should go to South Georgia, marry a widowed pig farmer with 10 children. He said, will that make me live longer? He says, no, but sure the heck feel like it. So we're going to use the 4 aces here. Get my hands to work. And we're going to give all my pals an ace. And we'll put on top of each, we'll put on 4, 8, 12. Now for the magicians in the audience, this is McDonald's aces without the McDonald's. So we'll place on top of each 3 cards. Is the monitor on?
Yes.
And you guys can see?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. I really like doing that for doing this close-up. Now all I'm going to do is use my hand and take a shadow and pull the first ace to my hand. course, I get his first ace. Now I'll pull out the second one just by using the shadow. Pair of twos, not much there. He's got a pair of fives, but I picked up the ace from his hand. Now we've got one left. I know you didn't get a chance to see the other ones because they were face down, so I'll do the last one face up. Just like this. If I cover it, it vanishes. So of course, there's one, there's two, there's three, there's four. This guy has a pretty good hand, but I have the four aces. My friends. Now, I'm going to have some of you guys sign this. I'm going to pass these out. I'm going to take one, take one, take one, take one. And what I want you to do is write your name on the cards. So go ahead and write your name on it. All right, let's see if I got another one. No. And then pass the pen down. Everybody write their name on the cards. And then pick them up and show everybody. Everybody see them? Up toward the end of the trick. All right. I'm gonna come out here. Now, one night, me and my friend Jimmy Joe were sitting at the Stardust Casino in Las Vegas. We had just won $50,000 playing poker. It was so late that we looked up at the TV screen and there was two white guys boxing. That's how late it was. So I bet him $1,000 that I could take the cards, just like this, and pull his aces out of the deck and move them to my pockets. Did you guys see the first one go? No? Let's see here. Who's Fiero? You Fiero? Number two. Number two will come out, go up the sleeve, across into this pocket. Let's see here. Mateo? And number three. I gotta give him a good riffle. Did you guys see it go? No? Here it goes. Number three. And last but not least, number four goes up the sleeve, across, over here, into the pocket. David. So I won the bet. Thank you, thank you. And I said to him, I tell you what, I bet you double or nothing I can do the same trick again. I'll give you the cards, just like that. I'll show you my hand up there, pull out from over here, the ace of diamonds. From over here, the ace of clubs. From over here, the ace of spades. Last but not least, from over here, the ace of hearts. Now, let's see. You guys take your cards back. These. Now, there was a gentleman in the 1800s. His name was Hofzinger. He traveled around Europe. Would you put your card back in? Doing a show with cards. In about the 1840s in Europe, pretty much up and down the Danube River in Germany and Hungary. And his name was Hofzinger. The thing that was different was that most of the people that were doing magic shows at the time were doing them with, animals and dancing girls and so forth, and they really weren't doing a card show. So that's what made him completely different. Go ahead, put yours in. So I've got 4 different cards, just like this. Select it now. That's the hard part. The first one we're going to make jump out of the pack and do a double somersault. Yeah. Actually, there's the first 2. Fierro and Mateo. It's all right, they were coming after one another anyway. Now, number 3 and number 4 are really tough. So, let's see here. They're floating around the room. Alrighty. Everybody like the close-up show? Yeah. Sweet. Now it's time to play Double Your Dough. Anybody out there have a $100 bill? A 50, a 20, a 10, English pounds, French francs, Mexican pesos. What do you got? You got a 20? Anybody got anything bigger than a 20? That wants to play Double Your Dollars? I guess you win. Pick somebody to help you.
Get the magician up here again.
All right. Give him a hand. Well, here's what I want you to do. Step right over here, step right over there, and let's meet you guys. Now, we met you earlier, but what's your name?
Zach.
And Zach wants to be a magician. Give him a hand. You still want to be a magician? Okay. I must be doing my job. And what's your name?
Nick.
Nick. And how old are you?
I'm 18.
And what do you do?
I'm a cashier.
You're a cashier?
Yeah.
Yeah, you going to school?
Yeah.
Yeah, where at?
SBC.
And what are you taking?
Humanities, world religion, do that.
So you're undecided yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another normal kid. Give him a hand for being normal. All right. Now, let's see. Let me get you to write your name across the 20, right across. All right, who's on the 20? Anybody know? Oh, come on. Andrew Jackson. Very good, yes. He named it. Who's on the 10?
Hamilton.
Very good. Who's on the 5? And who's on the 1? Barbara Bush. Look at the picture. Okay, hold that up, just like that. And then you, I want you to take a card out of here. Zach, something with a number. And then write your name on it. Here we go. Okay, and then show it to everybody. Okay, perfect. Go ahead, place yours in there somewhere. Okay, oh, I got a king upside down. 2 of them. We'll get rid of those. All right, we'll put that down here. Now, this is called Double Your Dollars, and here's how it works. Any of you guys out there like game shows?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
2 of my favorite game shows Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Have you ever noticed the contrast of the contestants on these shows? On Jeopardy, it's like, yes, my name is John. I like to build brains in my spare time. And on Wheel of Fortune,
Hi, I'm Jan. I'm a housewife. I'm amazed by small, shiny objects. My favorite flavor is red. Pat, I'd like to buy a vowel. May I have a K, please?
see what I mean? Now in this game show, all we have to do is we're gonna place your 20 into one of these envelopes, okay? Then we're gonna eliminate them one at a time. If you're left with the last envelope with your $20, guess what? They're over there. Guess what? You get another 20 bucks. How's that sound? Perfect? He says it's perfect. Okay, so I am going to tear up some little pieces of paper like this. And we're going to place some into the envelope, just like this. Now this is done to confuse you. It shouldn't be too tough. There's one. Here, hold on to this sack. Okay. And number 2. Use my finest French technique for sealing it. And number 3. Okay, hold on to that. And number 4. Number 4, we're going to place your bill in. So we're going to fold that up just like this. All right, Zach, take the envelopes, and what I want you to do, go ahead, put that one there. Put them behind your back and mix them up. But don't change their order. I'm just kidding, mix them up. Thanks, that would have been terrible. All right, and, oh yes, you knew. Here. Take those and mark them 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then hand me the pen there. So that's how I got it. And then I want you to hold those up in the air. And then I want you to tell me which one of those envelopes does not contain your $20 bill. Go ahead, you can show them the numbers. Which one? Number 2, you say number 2, you sure?
Sure.
You sure? Okay. To the paper shredder of death. Oh, I got your attention now, huh? All right, show them the envelopes. We got 4, 3, and 1. Which one of those does not contain your $20 bill? Number 1 goes over to the paper shredder of death. All right, we got 2 left. Which one? Number 3. Number 3 goes over to the paper shredder of death. All right, now when I open envelope number 4 and we empty the contents into his hand and it's his money, you guys all gonna scream and clap?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Open your hand. Ooh, bummer. Ruby, start the car. No, this is the first time this has happened again. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. You have a bank?
Yeah.
What's your bank?
GTE.
GTE? Do you know the manager at GTE Financial? No? Well, here's what you do. You go into GTE Financial. Ask for the manager. Tell him you came to the Magic Emporium where you saw Dr. Peter Love Diamond. Shred your $20 bill while you and your friends laughed. Give him that. And I made it pointy so when he tells you what to do with it, makes it easy. No, I'm just kidding. I tell you what we'll do. We'll do a $20 card trick instead. Here, not on the top, not on the bottom. Now, you guys have seen like club jugglers, right? Maybe even fire jugglers. Possibly even chainsaw jugglers. I bet you've never seen a card juggler, so here goes. Is that your card, Zach? You like that? Here, we'll do it again. I'll keep doing it till you really like it. Here. Goes up here. Now, Zach, this time you're going to do it, okay? It's not on the top, not on the bottom. Go ahead, pick up half for me, Zach. And put those on top. Take the top one, put it underneath. We call that burning a card. Wave your hand over the card. Say the magic words, abracadabra. Perfect. And turn over the top card and give him a hand for doing the trick. Pretty good. I think you're off to a good start, Zach. One more time, Zach. Give him a cut wherever you like, okay?
Wherever it is?
Yes, wherever you like. And then put those on top over there. And would you hold this? Okay. Perfect. Now, let's see. We'll do the special effects. From Hollywood, I can't help it. Now, if it's on the top, that'd be pretty good, right? It's not, I'm only human. But what if it's in the wallet? That would be better, wouldn't it? In there, a zippered compartment. In there, an envelope. The envelope happens to be sealed. Here, rip it on down. Now, if his card and his bill are in here, will you guys all scream and clap?
Yeah.
Okay, pull out your card.
No way.
Hold out your hand. Open that up. Is that your signed 20?
Oh, yeah.
Give them a hand as they return to their suite with their stuff. Well, that was my show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd like to leave you with a thought before I take off. People in this millennium are wrapped up in technology, how things are, why they work. They forget to see the magic that's all around. When you laugh, that's a magic moment. The identification, exaggeration, and timing are there that make you laugh. If one of those elements is missing, you're having a crappy day, you hear the funniest joke, even from your best friend, you won't laugh. The magic won't happen. Let's say you hear a piece of music, it touches your heart, brings a tear to your eye. That's a magic moment. And when you fall in love with that special someone, that's the most magical moment of all. And that's why I do this, is to create magic moments. So maybe you'll take a second out of your day to look and see the magic that exists around each and every one of us. I'm Dr. Peter Love Diamond. This is Miss Ruby, Ragnar, and Sweet, and the Magic Emporium. Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We want to thank you guys for coming out tonight.